Things to know before visiting New York. 1. New York City is so much more than Manhattan. Don't get me wrong, Manhattan is great. After all, it's home to beautiful Central Park and the Metropolitan Museum of Art, both of which are must-see stops in NYC. However, Manhattan is only one of 5 boroughs, and you're missing out if you don't go beyond it. Queens is the largest and most diverse borough, and it has some of the best food in the city. Not only can you find Bhutanese, Mexican, Ecuadorian, and Thai food within a few blocks, but the Queens Night Market offers a huge concentration of vendors in the summer. 2. You can take the train anywhere and everywhere. New York City Transit's 5-borough subway and bus network is famous for its 24/7 coverage and relative reliability. Locals like to complain about train delays and malfunctions, which are absolutely a thing, especially on the weekends. But overall, it's pretty impressive. NYC yellow cabs are iconic, and ride-hailing apps are popular and convenient. But in addition to fuel-filled vehicles being bad for the environment, traffic is horrendous in New York City, and the subway is usually faster than a car. 3. Understand subway etiquette. Take your backpack off and put it on the floor, or swing it around to your front so you're not bumping people with it or taking up too much space. Step out of the way of the doors to let people on and off, because blocking the doors, which annoying New Yorkers also do, really slows things down. Even if you see locals blasting music, cutting their nails, ranting on the subway, or eating, please don't do that. Finally, if you see someone get on who is elderly, pregnant, or disabled, offer them your seat. 4. Ride a bike. Want to get around like a New Yorker? Ride a bike. Loads of bike shops offer rentals, as do outfitters in Central Park, where the bike loop does tend to get super crowded on weekends. But you can also use our fabulous bike share. 5. Bring cash. Most businesses accept credit cards in the city, but smaller shops and street vendors may only take cash. Want to relax with a massage? Chinatown has loads of affordable massage parlors, and some only take cash. 6. From NYC classics to world foods, you should try it all. New York City is known for its food, from world-class dining to street food. Pizza, bagels, hot dogs, and pastrami on rye are our claims to fame. But as the most diverse city in the country, expect to find extraordinary food from all over the world. Not only do we have a huge amount of excellent Chinese, Thai, Mexican, Korean, and Vietnamese food, but there's also a tremendous number of restaurants specializing in cuisine that can be harder to find in the US. 7. Safety tips for visitors. New York City is one of the most progressive cities in the country, but racial and gender-based discrimination still happens. For its size, NYC is one of the safest large cities out there, and most major crime tends to happen far away from tourist areas. That said, visitors should be prepared for the same issues that are found in other cities around the world. Pickpocketing and purse snatching are far from rampant here. Paris and Barcelona seem bigger hubs for that. But don't tempt petty thieves. Keep your belongings close to you and your phone tucked away. 8. Time your trip carefully. In spring, Central Park's gorgeous blooms come to life and the weather is pleasant. Baseball season is in full swing. Take in a Yankees or Mets game before it gets too hot. Summer is the peak tourist season, although the weather is occasionally quite hot and humid. You can't beat the 4th of July displays and Shakespeare in the Park. Whenever you visit, you should give yourself plenty of time to get to know New York. 3 days is usually the absolute minimum, and a week is close to ideal. 9. Get your bearings with a guided NYC bus tour. New York is huge, and it's easy to get disoriented as you wander around looking for landmarks and attractions. It's a great idea to book a guided NYC bus tour to get an overview of the city and a brief introduction to the most popular attractions. 10. Get out on the water. There are so many great ways to get a whole new view of the city skyline, but one of the best is from the water. Take the Staten Island Ferry, the Governor's Island Ferry, or the IKEA Express Ferry for an inexpensive adventure. Things to do in New York. 1. Visit Times Square. Times Square is an absolute must-visit among things to see in New York City. Located centrally in Manhattan, it is world-famous for its large neon billboards and streets packed with people. It exudes the electric atmosphere, especially at night, when its lights create a dazzling display. In addition to being one of the world's best productions, it is a gateway to the Broadway district. The area has live performances and pop-ups throughout the year. 2. Cross Brooklyn Bridge. On foot, walking across the Brooklyn Bridge is one of the popular things to do in New York. This classic piece of 19th century engineering was finished in 1883 when connecting Manhattan to Brooklyn over the East River. It was designed by John Roblin. Simply walk up the elevated wooden pedestrian walkway above the cars to see spectacular views over the Manhattan skyline. 3. Visit Central Park. Central Park, Manhattan's large green oasis, standing at 843 acres, has always been an inspiring retreat. It offers limitless attractions and experiences to people of all ages. Tramlines, scenery, and activity hubs make Central Park a must-visit destination. See the Empire State Building. The 1,454-foot Empire State Building is a classic example of Art Deco architecture. On a clear day, you can see as far as 6 states from the observation deck on the 86th floor. This is an outdoor deck and the indoor deck on the 102nd floor. It features floor-to-ceiling glass for an unobstructed panorama. 5. Find art. At the Metropolitan Museum of Art. NYC's cultural shrine, the Metropolitan Museum of Art, simply known as the Met, provides visitors with an unparalleled journey across 5,000 years of art history worldwide. Its collection spans more than 2 million works, ranging from ancient relics and sculptures during the classical period to masterpieces of modern times. 6. Explore the Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island. The things to do in New York City are never complete without going out to see 2 of the most historical icons, the Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island. Symbolizing freedom and democracy, the Statue of Liberty stands on top of Liberty Island, offering spectacular views of New York Harbor and the skyline of Manhattan. Ferries can take visitors out to Liberty Island, where the statue's pedestal is accessible to tour, or you can climb to the crown. 7. Walk along the High Line. The High Line is a public park in New York City that gives panoramic views of the city. The elevated structure of 1.45 miles long on the west side of Manhattan was initially a derelict railway track, but now it's one of the successful parks with walking paths, gardens, and public art installations. The designer's theme seamlessly blends industrial history and nature with remnants of the old rail system. 8. Enjoy shopping and dining in Soho. Soho is the most fashionable neighborhood of New York, typified by an energetic mix of the most expensive boutiques, unique art galleries, and exciting restaurants. The streets lead to shops like Prada and Alexander Wang, as well as one-of-a-kind pieces housed in independent boutiques. It brings together shopping diversity for both luxury shoppers and those looking for something a little more eclectic. 9. Visit the American Museum of Natural History. The American Museum of Natural History boasts an enormously vast collection for visitors. Other sites worth viewing include its dinosaur exhibit, culminating in the most famous Tyrannosaurus Rex skeleton in the world. Many visitors come in for this mind-blowing model of a blue whale in Milstein Hall of Ocean Life. The museum offers viewing of the Willamette meteorite, an iron space rock weighing a full 15 tons against the cosmos. 10. Pay respects. At the 9/11 Memorial and Museum. The 9/11 Memorial and Museum in New York is dedicated to the victims of 9/11 on September 11th, 2001, and February 26th, 2001, 1993. Located at the site of the World Trade Center, the memorial is provided with 2 reflecting pools within the footprints of the original Twin Towers. Overall, New York City is a dynamic metropolis, known as the city that never sleeps, offering iconic landmarks like Times Square, the Statue of Liberty, and Central Park. As a global hub for art, culture, and innovation, it's a place where diversity thrives and dreams are made. With its energy, skyline, and endless attractions, New York promises an unforgettable experience. Also, check the description below. Don't forget to click the like button and subscribe.